Everyone's always looking for that secret formula in marketing, right? Well, today we're going to look at some strategies that kind of feel like they're breaking all the rules, but, and this is the key part, they are delivering absolutely massive results, like right now. Okay, let's get into it. So, what if I told you that this number right here, $443,000, came from a single ad campaign, an ad that, by all expert accounts, did pretty much everything wrong? Yeah. We are going to break down exactly how they pulled that off. Because here's the thing, the old marketing playbook, it just isn't working anymore. It's broken. So for the next few minutes, I want you to just forget everything you think you know. We're going to go through a sort of insider's eye to the stuff that's actually making money today. Okay, so our first huge idea is all about rethinking who you're even talking to. It's not just about the message. This is about finding growth in a place nobody else is even looking, with what we're calling the unaware customer. And this gets right to the heart of that crazy successful ad. I mean, all the common wisdom says you've got maybe 3 seconds to show your product before you lose someone. This ad, this winning ad, waited a full 30 seconds. So why on earth would they do that? Well, it's because it was built for people who are feeling the pain, but they don't even know a solution like yours exists. So the ad starts by hooking them with a symptom they totally recognize. Then it diagnoses the real problem behind it. After that, it educates them on the cause. And only then, after all that, does it present the product as the perfect solution. See? It literally builds the need before it even shows the answer. And this just highlights a much bigger point. Sometimes when you feel stuck, you don't need a new ad or a new keyword. You need a whole new audience. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, get this. There was this men's fitness brand, and they were just stalled. So instead of trying to sell to more men, they did a complete 180 and started targeting women, specifically women who were buying gifts for their partners. The product didn't change at all, but the messaging, it was totally reframed for this new gift buyer avatar, all about packaging and improving his life. And the result? A 3.2 times return on ad spend. I mean, that's not a small improvement. That is a huge win. And it all came from just changing who they were talking to, not what they were selling. So the big takeaway here is your best customer might be someone you've been completely ignoring. All right, let's talk about outreach. If you've ever felt like your cold emails are just disappearing into a black hole, yeah, you are not alone. But what if I told you there's a channel out there getting nearly 10 times the response rate? Just look at this. I mean, it's not even a fair fight. A good cold email campaign, if you're lucky, might get you a 3% reply rate. But people using targeted DMs on Reddit, they're seeing 25% or more. The difference is just, it's staggering. So why does it work so ridiculously well? It really boils down to 2 simple things: trust and context. On Reddit, anyone can click on your profile and see your whole history. So if you've been genuinely helpful in that community, boom, you've already built trust. And second, the context is perfect. You can literally message someone moments after they've posted about a problem that your product solves. The timing couldn't be better. And the message itself isn't salesy in the slightest. It's this super simple, direct approach. It just says, hey, I saw your post. I built something for that exact problem. Would you be open to giving some honest feedback? You're not asking for money, you're offering help. It's a completely different vibe. Okay, let's switch gears and get a little technical. We all obsess over creating the perfect content, but sometimes it's the boring back-end settings that are secretly holding back your reach. So here are a few super quick wins. On X, you can use X Pro to set up columns that basically spy on big accounts in your space. This lets you be the first person to drop a valuable reply, putting your profile in front of their huge audience. On Facebook, something as simple as a rigid, consistent posting schedule tells the algorithm you're reliable, and it'll boost your reach. And on YouTube, you have to use the one video plus subscribe end screen. It's designed to chain views and keep people on your channel longer. Simple stuff, big impact. And this is all part of a bigger shift. You have to understand where people are actually looking for stuff now. If you're selling to consumers, you have to realize that a whopping 80% of search is now happening on social platforms like Instagram and YouTube. Google's only 20%. This means your social bio and your captions, that's your new SEO. Okay, let's talk AI. The biggest complaint I hear is that all the content it generates just sounds robotic. Well, there's a really powerful way to train it to sound exactly like you, and it goes way beyond those generic prompts everyone passes around. People are calling it the Claude project workflow, and it's surprisingly simple. First, you feed the AI a bunch of your own writing, like 50 of your old emails or tweets. That's the data. Then you just talk. You dictate your raw thoughts into an app. Finally, you tell the AI, hey, structure these thoughts for me, but use that unique voice data I gave you. The result? Content that actually sounds like you wrote it. All right, for our final piece, we're going to put a bunch of these ideas together and look at one incredible case study. It's a system that took a completely dead social media account and brought it back to life in just 90 days. And the results, I mean, they were just stunning. We're talking from zero engagement, crickets, on day 1, to generating $14,000 a month by day 90. And this wasn't some lucky break. It was a repeatable system. So here's the playbook. Step 1. Fix your bio so it instantly answers the question, who do you help? Step 2, create a simple PDF guide, a lead magnet, and pin that post to the top of your profile. Step 3, set up an auto DM to send that guide to anyone who comments with a specific keyword. And then step 4, this is the magic. You use that automated delivery as a chance to start a real human conversation about what they're struggling with. It's simple, it's effective, and it works. Which really brings us to this final, really critical point. As AI gets better and better at doing all the technical stuff for us, our uniquely human skills, telling a good story, making a genuine connection, those skills become infinitely more valuable. That's really the thread connecting all of these rule-breaking strategies. So as we wrap up here, the question I want to leave you with is this. When you look at your own marketing, what's the one long-held assumption, the one rule that you're going to challenge first? Thanks for tuning in.